Guys, welcome back to Mornings with Granny. It's another hot, humid day here in the south. I think some of the guys are getting hit with the hurricane off the east coast, so let's pray that they are safe. I don't know if we're going to get any of it or not. It's kind of cloudy outside, but it's really, really sticky. But anyway, I have been busy today. As always, I have made Gizmo some dog food, and all that's in here is, let's see if you can see it, ground beef, and then I mixed in a sweet potato that was baked that I had in the freezer, and I cooked a little bit of rice and added to it, and that's what I use for him. Now it can vary. Sometimes I'll add chicken broth or whatever I've got, different cuts of meat, whatever I've got. Happen to have ground beef this time, so he's getting ground beef. But I put it in the little butter containers in the freezer, and he'll get like a big tablespoon a day on his dry food. So that's what I did for him. You can see jars in the distance over here. I washed those up yesterday. I had got those from my aunt because she doesn't can anymore. And then I'm going to dry can some rice. I've just got to get the food saver from my daughter, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the jar since I've already got them washed up. And I have here a Costco chicken. When my daughter and I went to Costco, we got a chicken and ate off of a couple days, and then I put it in the freezer. So I am going to cook it. So I'll have some chicken and broth for soups or dumplings or whatever. Let me get something to get this out of here with. But we had a lot of chicken left. Hold on a minute. Because neither one of us eat very much meat, so I'm trying to get the string off of here. This chicken reminds me of when I first got married. Well, I had been married about 4 years because my daughter was about a year old. And my mom and my stepfather came over to eat. Well, I had got a chicken. It was smaller than this one. I didn't know how to cook, but I tried, and I was so proud because I was going to bake a chicken. Honey, I cooked that chicken for about 4 hours, and I don't think that thing was about 2.5 pounds. My mom said, "How long did you cook this thing?" That chicken went from having feathers to being naked to having a leather jacket. We couldn't hardly eat it. It was awful. So every time I see a whole chicken, I think about that. Cut this little tail piece off here. I don't like that. All right, let's get this chicken in. But yeah, I've had people say, "Were you always a good cook?" No, 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 no. And I still have my bad days where things just don't turn out right. Boy, they got this string wrapped around this chicken. I think everybody has those kind of days. All right, chicken, let go of your string. But I'm going to put this in and let it simmer. There you go. And I'm going to pour all the juices that are in here. And yes, my hands are clean. I just washed them. And I'm getting ready to wash them again. All right. One thing I did when I used to go to a friend's house and I had these containers, I saved them. They're excellent when you go to someone's house. If you're going to carry a salad, I flipped it upside down, put my salad in it, and then I didn't have to worry about bringing it back home. All right, let's see. We're going to get this going. Hopefully my new stove will be here Saturday, I hope. I got some canning to do. And I tell you what, jars are getting hard to find. I went in Food Line the other day and they had lids. And I didn't get them then. They had stocked up with the regular size ball lids. I didn't get them then. Went back in yesterday to get them. They were cleaned out. All right, I got some onion, just a couple of chunks I'm gonna put in here. Let's see if I can get you down where you can see the pot. There you go. We'll put this in here. I got 3 cloves of garlic, or 4, let's see, 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna drop that in there. Let's get this out of the way. I don't like a mess. All right. And we're gonna get this going. We're gonna put a little bit of salt on here. Take this off and just, I don't know, about a teaspoon or so. I'll probably add more. I'll taste the broth once I strain it. If I decide it needs more, then I'll put more. And about a half teaspoon of pepper. Cooking is not really an exact science, it's more on taste. Alright, we're going to bring this to a boil. And once it starts to boil, let me move it back up. Once it starts to boil, get you where you can see me. I'm going to cut it down and let it simmer for a couple hours. Let's get you down a little bit lower. There you go. I'm going to let it simmer for a couple hours, and then when it cools, I'm going to get the meat and all off, and I'll probably put the bones back on and make some bone broth. So that's that. Dog food is done. I just need to put it in containers. Rice needs to be put in the jars, and then that will be done. So anyway, I want to talk about a few channels that I have been watching. I think I'm going to do one a week, but I think they're underappreciated. And it's disheartening to make these videos and then not have anyone look at them. It's very disheartening. So for this week and the next 3 weeks, I have 4 I want to recommend. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box. And I would appreciate it if you would go visit them, because they really have some good information. It's cooking, sewing, gardening, food hauls, all kinds of good stuff. So today we're going to talk about At Home with Lynn Wilson, and if I'm not mistaken, she's in New Jersey. But I'm going to put the link below, and I want you to go visit this lady. Tell her I sent you, and tell your friends about her too. Alright, I'm going to sit down and rest a little bit before I start putting rice in jars. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.